Go for it, Zach.
This is the first that the audience has heard of this, isn't it?
No, I told some of them.
In the comment
Yeah,
section?
go for it.
Jessa has left the group. Not because of anything like we did, just a personal choice on her part that she'd like to explore other storytelling systems besides Pathfinder. And the rest of us are pretty dedicated to continuing this story in Pathfinder mechanics.
So we are
And
all deeply hurt by her leaving.
Yeah, it hurts a little bit. We've been playing this for a
I have
long,
been
long
crying
time.
myself to sleep for the last week.
It does hurt.
I
And,
actually did send her a sad Lord of the Rings Breaking of the Fellowship message.
Yeah.
And
It is what it is, you know. I mean, it's supposed to be fun, and if for any reason the fun stops, there's no real reason to keep going, you know. And I think that the rest of us are still having a great time, so we're gonna
yeah,
keep doing it for sure.
I'm still having a good time.
Yeah. And with that news, we have a new person joining us. He's not here right now. His name is Gunnar.
Oops.
And we know what he's going to be playing, but you don't yet. Haha. And
And
you'll find
you
out
also
what
don't
this
know
really
his
is.
name, hopefully.
Yeah, I don't know his name
Good.
either. I just know the character or the class is all. But anyways, so that's basically where we're at. Just on a personal note, that kind of happened, and that was just recently. So this is gonna be the first session without Jessa. I think Tangle's gonna go off with the Black Arrows, I believe.
Yes.
Actually, yeah, I think that's what we just.
Yeah, that's what she's doing.
Figure. Yeah, so that's where Tangle is, and we'll pick up there. I mean, Roxy is now the only living member of the party. In case you're tuning in without seeing the last episode, you should go check it out. But Kral and I both died and are dead, and we may be starting new characters tonight, and you'll have to wait to find out how that goes. So.
Okay.
I like this. I'm pumping up the crowd. All right.
Guys, when last we left off, a man from Turtleback Ferry approached you, covered in rain, just drenched in water from the pouring down rain. Little scratches all over him from going through bushes, trying to make the fastest way he could, risking ogre attack to warn you that Turtleback Ferry is in danger of the dam collapsing, and the town is starting to flood. The Clay Bottom Lake is getting fuller by the minute, and it's only a matter of time before the entire village is flooded with water. And, not to mention, Roxy, Tangle, looks at you, shakes her head, and says, I think I'm going to join the Black Arrows. I can't risk any more of this heartbreak. And she walks away from you, back turned, and never looks back.
Ouch. Ouch.
One second, I gotta go get some.
Okay.
More importantly, as opposed to some crappy little town flooding or anything, our two greatest heroes, perhaps the greatest heroes this world has ever seen, fell.
Absolutely. We're cuddling right now. Our bodies are cuddling on the back of Roxas, right?
Oh yes,
We're
totally.
spooned.
We're spooning together, yep.
They've kind of had to super glue you together a little bit more, but
Yeah.
actually I think me too. I got the 220s on me.
Yeah. I think that, what happened? Wasn't it Corral's arm or something? I don't remember.
You're kind of sliced from like here, like this. This is like just off.
Barely a setback.
Yeah.
And I guess
He said Quadrule was cut clean in two.
yeah, like on your upper torso. It's pretty much.
I thought you meant like.
Oh no. His like he has one scar like right here. Because I imagine how ogre hooks, they're kind of like slashing like that. It just kind of grabbed you right there, just tore like half. It cuts your torso in half, basically vertically.
Yeah.
And
I've
Kevin Kevin,
Scar here now, Scar here, and
yeah.
Scar here if I come back.
So you can just carry one of those limbs to Magnamar,
Alright.
Roxy, if you want.
Time to get my my inner role playing on.
The shield
Well-
is laying there.
First things first. I don't mean to loot a corpse, but I'm gonna take Coral's wand of Cure Light Wounds and tip me and Roxas off.
Okay.
Because I noticed that he's barely standing. I mean,
Coral's also kind of cut in two pieces as well.
How many charge you use into that, just so I can keep a?
let's
I want it back, bitch.
I'll do 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me add that up. So 10 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9, and then plus 6. Yeah, so that's 5 right there. There's another 3. That's another 3. I'll give Roxy that 4. Roxas gets the plus 18. So he's back at full.
Okay.
And 2 more for Roxy. 1. Actually, I can. That's enough.
So what did you use? 9 charges or?
9 looks like 9 charges. Yeah.
All right. Cool.
All right. So Roxy just kind of she just grabs Roxas's head and just hugs him. She doesn't know what to do right now.
As Tangle walks away.
She says, I suppose you're going to leave me too? He just kind of rolls his eyes. And
Meow!
so, who's all there in the room, I suppose?
That guy that's not looking too good, unless you healed him up a little bit, I don't know. You and Roxas.
Roxy turns to him and says, why did you seek me out? I mean, this is more of Jakardos' area of jurisdiction.
The Black Arrows are dead, aren't they?
No. Jakardos, his second in command, Vale, and a handful of men we were able to reassemble them, and last I checked, they were outside taking care of the ogres. I mean, unless they all died in the last.
You know they're not dead, but they are battle weary. He says, well, we know that you were sent here by the Lord Mayor and Magnamar, so you have higher authority right now. And after all, he looks over at Corral and Quadrille. Well, we're stout adventurers. I'm sorry for your loss.
She says, it's kind of silly, but the only thing keeping me together right now is knowing that death isn't necessarily final in this world.
Yes, if only you could find a cleric that can cast whatever you need to be cast, because I know clerics are few and far between that actually aren't adventurers.
She says,
I wish we could. I wish our priest in the temple in Turtleback Ferry could help, but I am afraid this is above his skill level, above his pay grade.
and then Roxy pauses, like she remembers something really important, and she was kind of thinking of just dumping the matter on Jakardos. Then she remembers that Frank, the Godchild, and Nemo are all still in Turtleneck Ferry, so she has a bit of a stake in a dog in the fight, so to speak.
Yes.
She said, we should gather Jakardos and the Black Arrows. She says, I don't know what I can do against a flooding town, a flood, but
Well, it's just
their expertise would be nice to have.
I'm afraid of what the dam could release, like monsters of various sorts, and that's the only part that I'm worried about. I'm not afraid of the water. We could escape and evacuate just fine. It's what the dam was holding back.
Roxy nods and she says, all the more reason to get them, she says. She points at me, her Roxas, and says, he's the only real useful thing I can offer right now. I mean, I'm almost out of spells. I'll help.
Okay.
She looks at Tangle, kind of Tangle's walking around the corner, and she says, unlike some people, I don't walk away from danger.
Oh, ouch.
And she looks at Crawl and Quadrille and says, they never did. Oh, it's kind of foolish. I mean, I should be on the first road to Magnamar and trying to get them healed.
Roxas paused the shield.
She's like, oh, Corral dropped this. It's kind of funny. He started talking to it about halfway through the battle. I mean, I know she picks it up and says,
Hey,
he was kind of old, but...
You, who are you that's holding me right now? It's been silent for 10 minutes.
I'm needy.
Drop down, bitch.
Rock, in her kind of dazed state, she's like, Roxas, oh my gosh, you can finally talk.
No,
yeah,
idiot, it's me, the shield.
What?
I'm talking. The shield, not that tiger.
Oh.
Roxy tries to say it, talk to it mentally. Can you hear me if I talk like this? I don't want people to start thinking I'm crazy.
Are you saying something? Are you trying to talk to me telepathically even though you lack the telepathic powers?
Fair enough. She says,
these humans, God.
Welcome to hell.
Let me see the battlefield. I need to see.
She says, she's very accepting of this. I mean, she's got a tiger who's semi-intelligent. She has a bunch of magic powers, and she knows. Mm-hmm. She lifts it up and she says to the messenger, "If you can find Jakardos outside, I'll be right with you."
Okay, I'll go try and find him.
So she's holding the shield towards Corral and Quadrille and says, "Sorry for."
It's worse than I thought. I saw the ogre hook coming and I failed to block it, I guess.
She says, "Don't blame yourself. I mean, those things were nasty." You
seem to have a kind soul. I'll tell you what.
The shield moved out of the way.
Be quiet, Quad. Quiet, Zach. The shield goes, you seem to have a very, very kind heart. I'll tell you what. I will lend my powers to you if you can get Corral back.
She says...
After all, he's the one who summoned me.
Garum? She's just kind of like, is that you, Garum?
Oh no, I am not Garum. I am but a relic lost in time from a mighty warrior of Garum. And I was long abandoned, and I don't think he knew what he was doing when he accidentally called me forth.
She says, well, I appreciate the help. Any help I can get, really. Do you have something that can
I can
get me to a large city?
I can teleport you there once a day if you would like.
She's like, wow, this is awesome. she's much more optimistic than she used to be. She says, I'm kind of at a loss what to do. I mean, part of me wants to accept your offer and go there as quickly as possible. I mean, I got the magic and the means to take everybody. She points at Roxas and the bodies and all that. She says, but there's some people who need my help too.
Well, it is up to you. I've been hearing these things about Turtleback Ferry in grave danger, and while it would be the right thing to help them, I do not see it possible without first resurrecting somehow the bodies of your fallen comrades.
She says, I'm also, that's a fair point. I'm gonna go talk to the Jacardos. He's the kind of the head authority around
Yes,
here.
I've heard. I can hear. But please be brief. Time
She
is
says,
of the
I
essence.
will be. I just want to make sure that 3 other people are safe.
Well, then run, you fool. Why are we standing here talking?
she says, fair point. She could actually get along with the shield because that's making a lot of sense with her.
This thing, it seems, is very smart. It's you can kind of get this good feel from it as you think it might be very lawful good. So yeah, you've said all the right things to it so far.
Roxy is at her heart chaotic good. Like, she always tries to pursue the best path. It's just she might resort to some rather strange thing, strange means of doing it if the law doesn't necessarily smile upon that. But at the end of the day, she can sometimes I like to think she leans more to neutral good at the end. It's just she's kind of too sporadic to really be there all the time. But in this case, she's willing to put aside her personal choices to make sure everybody benefits.
Alright.
So she and Roxas will head outside. Roxas is carrying the bodies of the fallen heroes.
Alright, well.
It's got like
Okay.
a 24 strength, so it's nothing.
Oh, yeah. Just, time together and
Throw them in a sack.
throw them in a sack. They're pretty much their blood is all the way drained out. I mean, they're cold and clammy and blue at the
Little
moment.
handy haversack.
Well, we got each other, buddy. We got each other, buddy.
They're holding
That's all that
hands in death.
Oh yeah, I hope that we come back in the same conduit of light, so we were one at the same time.
All right.
But
So
So-
you want to switch up body parts? I'll take your arm. You can take my leg. Do something.
I think it'd be quite convenient. You
I
never
think,
know.
you have enough beard to go around. If you guys
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't move.
All right. So
All right,
you
so
go
we'll
over
outside.
to Jakardros, who is laying there, or kind of like kneeling in the mud, blood all over him. Vel about the same way, you notice that there seemed to have been a secondary push, as there's a few more ogres laying about, and all of the captives that you freed are now dead.
Roxy says a very unlady word. She's looking around. She looks around for Shalelu.
Everyone just kind of perks your eyes up. Shalelu, Vel asks, "Who are you looking for?"
She says, "Looking for Shalelu." I mean,
she.
I bet she doesn't even cry. We'll see what she does.
She
That
is.
bitch.
I have not heard from her or seen from her since the last wave of attacks. I don't know where she is.
Roxy says, "I have something that can fix that." But she pulls out her scroll of sending.
Okay.
Let's see, 25 words. All right. She's gonna pick Shalelu's person to message.
Quadril is dead, sent.
And she's
freaking
gonna say,
Twitter.
Quadril is dead. Stop. Help us.
she's
Stop.
gonna say,
2 pieces. Stop. Need more hands. Stop.
Oh,
she says, battle. This is what she says. Battle 1. Okay, that's 25
Okay.
words. Quadrule, Corral, dead. That's 5.
okay.
With Jacardos and Vale in yard.
Play us a song, Zach.
So that is 1, 2.
I can play.
So we're at 11.
I'm just tinkering. I'm dead. There's not much to do up in here.
Tangle, flat.
Tangle.
Actually, Tangle's not worth mentioning. But yeah, she has only a handful of words. Okay. Town flooding. Need help. I think this is 15, yeah. Meet us if you can. Alright.
Okay.
Where? I mean, never mind. I'm dead.
She gets a 25-word response, too.
Okay. Is it instant?
It's, let me check, sending. And, darn it, the casting time is 10 minutes. We don't have that time.
All right.
Roxy says, if we have 10 minutes to spare, I can contact her. What do you guys think? In the meantime, there is a
Well,
town flood.
Oh well. 10 minutes is 10 minutes. I don't think we have time that much time ourselves, really.
I can do it on the road.
Really. What about
It's
those
unfortunate.
two back there that are heaped up on your tiger?
She said, nothing's. She said, she looks at the shield and says, I have a means to get to Magnamar pretty quickly. Nothing's stopping me from going there and assessing the damage.
Like the town flooding damage?
Yes.
Hmm.
Moreover, we in a weird sense, Quadrule is a daddy, so I kind of have a. I have a. I have
The
someone
shield
to look-
speaks up. What are you doing? Do you not realize there is a much better way of going about this?
What is it?
You can teleport to Magnamar, resurrect them, and get possibly, you seem to be a very charismatic lady, talk someone into teleporting you back exactly to Turtleback Ferry.
She nods and she says, I suppose. It's just...
After all, look at these men. They are in no match for help of any kind.
She says, I just don't want him to think I'm abandoning them.
Explain that to them, and perhaps all the while Vel's like,
She says, magic talking shield. Don't worry about it.
cool story.
She says, oh, I can just Okay. Here's what I'll do. I'm gonna need to go to Magnamar, get Quadrille and Corral resurrected, hopefully hire some help, and from there we'll find someone to teleport us back into town. She says it might be a few hours, but I don't see how anyone's going to be able to do anything otherwise.
It would take a good hour to even get there running full speed right now.
Fair point.
Vel says, my body is halfway broken, I fear.
She says, do you need any healing? I mean, we do have...
I don't think any minor healing can cure what I have right now. As he hangs his very limp arm that seems to be... He's wearing armor, so it's kind of hard to see, but you notice there's a lot of blood coming out, and it looks to be broken in two. He's like, those ogres, they fought for their last... fought to the last man at that second. I don't know why. They just came out of the woodwork, so to speak.
She says, there's one thing didn't you say a guy named Jagarth Creed was in charge of them?
Yes, we think.
She says, we encountered him back in the fort.
Oh, is that, what happened to them?
No, I think one of his sons got him. She says, kind of wish we had, used his defeat to somehow break their morale or something. It's done is done. She says, all right, well, I just tell the messenger over there that he's not, Turtleneck Fairy is not being abandoned. I just need some time to assemble their help. And even if I could drop everything and help right now, it'd take us an hour to get there.
Yes.
So what she's going to do is she's going to call Roxas over. She's going to make sure the bodies are secure.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's going to cast Carry Companion on it.
What's Carry Companion?
It's a very helpful little spell. You touch an animal or magic beast that has a helpful attitude towards you, instantly transforming the creature into a miniature figurine of stone.
And does everything it's carrying also turn into that?
Yep.
You do know that teleport, you just have to touch another willing creature to teleport it.
I know, but you just said that it could only carry one entity at a time.
Did I?
Yeah, you said that was the power of the shield. It can only
once per day.
Once per day, okay. Well, then she doesn't need to do that.
Okay.
She knows Roxas is he's more mass to carry, but hopefully the teleportation spell has enough power to take them. So she's gonna take the shield, and she's gonna hug Roxas's head, and then she's gonna click her heels together and start saying, "There's no place like home. There's no place like home."
All right, and all of a sudden you appear at your mother's front door. When your mother is tending the other tigers, and she drops everything she's doing and runs to you. What is this? Oh God! As she looks at the Quadrille and Corral.